I don't know if you talked to Zach about David Shoemaker's point about Dana going over to boxing. Did we talk about this?
No, but bring that
up,
and we'll end with that. I
just want to get your thoughts on
let's
this.
End
so
with this.
We're doing a lot of talking right now about the future of both sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Dave Shoemaker, a writer for The Ringer, he thinks that so Dana's first love was boxing, and it just didn't work.
He started with Floyd, didn't he? I mean, didn't he work with Floyd, I thought?
That I don't know.
Floyd always talks about making Dana carry his bags. I think
they hated each other's
stuff.
guts.
Oh, gotcha.
But,
okay.
So anyways, he started on boxing, didn't really work out, goes MMA, brings his friends in, fixes MMA. And we all know him as an MMA guy. But the theory is he's wearing the Zuffa boxing shirt, he's starting to embrace boxing, he's got his big payout. There's been the rumors that there was just a requirement that he hang around for a couple of years after the sale. Is he positioning himself to leave the UFC and now go save boxing like he did MMA, go save it with like Zuffa boxing, and go in with the Fertittas and all their money, and maybe over time bring all these big fighters under one umbrella. Maybe they start fighting Conor, etc. Maybe he brings the Diaz brothers over. Now I'm just freestyling, but seriously,
I like it,
man.
Yeah.
What would happen what would happen if he did Nick and Conor under Zuffa Boxing's umbrella? The sky's the limit.
That would be crazy.
And if we're talking about the future, that may not be too far off.
Well, and it ties back around to the beginning. It's merging two worlds.
Yeah.
It is bringing two worlds together.
Yep.
I think that, and I don't know. I think if he goes to boxing, that might be good for both. He can save boxing, and then we get what we've been talking about, maybe not necessarily on here, Scott Coker and Bellator, UFC, if they bought Bellator and he just came over,
I just take him, leave Bellator.
Yeah.
UFC would excel greatly with Scott Coker as a promoter, and he would praise every champion, would be the champion. You need to watch every champion.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think that might be good.
It'd be some good, healthy competition, too. Since there doesn't seem to be... Like, Bellator was doing their damnedest to hang with the UFC.
Yeah.
They're getting there. But it'd be crazy if, like, the Zuffa money was in boxing versus the UFC.
Yep.
Whew.
I think, that would be... I'd be interested in that. Yeah, that would be awesome.
I'd love to see what Scott Coker does with the UFC. Because,
it's going to happen.
Look at what he did with Strikeforce.
I think
and now he's bringing Bellator back around.
Scott Coker is like secretly an endorser of this podcast. Like we plug him all the time.
It's okay. I got no problems with that.
It's like Zach's second uncle or something. We just love Coker here.